So, the human heart is desperately wicked. Who could understand it? So, why do people do what they do? Like, for instance, driving, people wilding out right now. The human heart is desperately wicked. Who can understand it? Who can really understand the human condition? People be doing all types of stuff and it don't be making sense. I be like, man, why are they doing this? And this includes me. I have a human heart, you know. I have the human heart, the human condition, the human psyche and understanding and stuff. Sometimes your human heart be doing wild stuff, man. So sometimes I did equate this to like salvation. So sometimes you don't feel safe, but the thing is, God is greater than our feelings. So you are saved, even if you don't feel safe. But the human heart, man. Sometimes like this is why I say like don't care about what people think, because you don't know. I mean, the human heart is desperately wicked. Who can understand it? People's mentalities of why they don't like you can be completely bizarre to you. If you actually understood why, you'd be like, why would you think that? You know, you just don't, and you don't understand it. But because we understand they're understanding the context of the human heart, who can understand it is desperately wicked. It's really gonna be doing whatever. It's one thing to like when you're doing therapy, you just trail back. That's another thing. If we even take it from a psychological context, like some of the trauma we got are just like outdated mechanisms we developed from childhood. We're out here still thinking we could up, you know. And it may not look like that from an adult context, but we still doing some semblance of it if we haven't gotten our stuff together. And it's like, hey, you're not a child anymore. You have to unlearn that old behavior. Or like pouting or just staring when you need to communicate what you want. You need to grow out of that. There's some habits that we have when we were younger that our parents just had to deal with, and we had to look at it and be like, this is not good. We have to actually learn and go beyond it, you know. And that's you know, the human heart is wicked, man. We don't understand why. You know, it's one thing you doing the best you can, and you know, there's societal expectations and stuff like that. But there's other things where it's like, yo, who can understand why people do what they do? Some people will just do things, and like I was watching this video, like Japanese women according to Akil, and he was talking. He mentioned like oh no, it's probably a comment based off one of his videos, but it was it was from a Dogen video. I'm sorry, they're all related to like Japanese content because I like Japanese culture like that. But Dogen, he was pretty much saying how like their culture, they have a their context of reading the air, Kukyo Yomi, which is essentially read the air or read the room or read whatever. And they have a very like avoidant and defensive posture about things. So it's kind of like disaster aversion, you know, or conflict aversion. But he made it to be more so about conflict aversion when like it kind of is like that. It's like, you know, don't disrupt the harmony, the WAD, you know, don't disrupt the harmony of society. And if you are, then the hammer that sticks up gets slammed, you know. And he was expecting people to be like, hey, Dogen, you did this thing, and you shouldn't do that. And instead, they just kind of like had the guidebook open for him where he was at in this jet program. And it was like, had it highlighted, hey, don't share company stuff. You know, because they read into what he was saying. But like, all the, you know, even if you do all the stuff, biological things included, the human heart is desperately wicked. Who can understand it? Even if you do all the right things, you just don't know. People be doing crazy stuff, man. People be doing all types of stuff. You just don't be knowing why. Why do they be doing this? You'll be left astonished by the level and the complexity of the human condition. So stop worrying. As long as you do everything you're supposed to do in your context and you try to find people who are good to you, then that's what matters. You know, I'm not saying be a criminal or fight folks or do anything that's illegal, but I am suggesting, like, you know, find your space, find your niche or your niche. And if you do, you'll be happy. And that's really what matters, man. You find your happiness. I'm not saying be selfish, but find your happiness. Find a place where you can, that pocket of goodness, and some folks who appreciate you, who view you not like a prisoner of Azkaban. I've never watched Prisoner of Azkaban, not the movie nor the book, and I should have. And I feel like I'm missing something, but I might not be. But yeah, when you find some good people around you, man, that sense of home, you know, it reminds me of Paul when he said he went to a place and he went to like one of the churches and it was like his vacation. I can see what that's like, because that's a place that and the thing is, sad part is, even Paul had some people who did him wrong in church, in jail. They did him wrong when he was suffering in chains for Christ, who are Christian. So it goes to show you the stuff that we be dealing with. We go like, dang, church be crazy. Paul was like the same thing, like, yeah, church be crazy, bro. This is the early church. Church be wild. Church be wilder. Hence why, I mean, why you think he and Peter had to send these epistles, these letters? Because he had to kind of correct them. Like, hey, y'all wild. Y'all need to relax with all that. Some of that stuff y'all doing, that's not good. 1 Corinthians, he's like, hey, yo, bro, you with your mom? You with your stepmoms, bro? No, bro, relax. That's not good. So, yeah, he had to check some folks. Paul, he said, hey, yo, what is this you trying to distance yourself from the Gentiles? Because the Jews are here? What are you doing, man? What are you talking about? So, yeah, Peter had to really get, like, extra grizzly with him, because he was out here trying to be fake. So he's like, hey, yo, you're not even a real Jew right now. You're not even a real Jew anymore. So why you acting like you can't associate with them Gentiles because these Jews over here? Aren't you a Christian, bro? So yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, humans be doing some wild stuff. Human heart is desperately wicked. Who can understand it? Folks be wilding. That's what I'm saying. Folks be wilding.